So this tutorial on challenges and opportunities of changing population relates to aging societies. So there are about 2 billion people in the world over the age of 50 today. That equates to about 25 to 30% of the world's population. So we can see that bulge present in Germany in 2016. So above that red line, we see the age group 50 plus. And you can see that the sheer numbers of people there places quite a strain on the smaller group in the population, which are that active young population. So effectively, the issues around an aging population means that a shrinking active population is supporting a bulging aging population. So increased life expectancy means that public services are required for a larger, older population for a longer period of time with increasingly more complex health complications. And this is expensive. So aging societies place a strain on public services, healthcare systems, and social care. Social care is that kind of care which is required in the community, visiting elderly people, keeping independence, providing care in their homes. And that's placed under a huge strain. It becomes a burden to the state. The other burden to the state is that of public pensions, the government paid for pensions. And these are often seen now as unsustainable. The problem with our pension systems is that the active population paying into that system are not saving through the government for their future pension. This money is spent at the time by the government as part of its annual budget. And as coming out of that annual budget is the cost of the present day pensioners. So that's an unsustainable issue, especially when you have this growing bulge of aging people supported by an increasingly smaller number within the active population. However, there are some opportunities. If we extend the pensionable age, and so we have high retirement ages, we can keep people in the population, the working active population, longer. In order to do this, though, we need to overcome an institutional ageism that exists. People are anti-aging people or against them in the workplace. We need a far more flexible approach to their career paths to keep elderly people working longer. The other opportunity to see here is actually that pensioners do have spending power, they do have leisure time, and then this can be seen as a boost to the economy. So what sort of policies do we see for aging societies? Well, increasing the pensionable age. So this way they reduce the pension costs and they increase the active population. So there's a win-win there. We could privatize health and social care services, but the evidence seems to suggest that this has had mixed success. The alternative to privatizing it is nationalizing it, keeping this under the control of the government, but this adds a heavy cost to the state and to the taxpayer. A lot of policy needs to go into pronatal policies to boost family size. If we can boost family size and household size, we can boost the active population size, which will support that aging population. And the other alternative is encouraging and incentivizing migration. We can increase migrant populations in the country. We're going to add to that active population. Migrant populations also have larger family sizes, which further boosts the active population. So one case study that we've got in the site, and we look at a number of different case studies, but one which is linked to an aging society is that found in Germany. So first of all, Germany has an outstanding compulsory insurance-backed healthcare system. It's based on a principle of solidarity of access, and care. So everybody has access, and the insurance component is means tested. It's based around the income of the individual, so everybody can afford to be part of it. The problem with the insurance scheme is that it's heavily subsidized by the government, and this depends on a large active population. In order to increase an active population, Germany has a pronatal policy. So it's encouraging larger family size. So it follows a kind of a first payment or a paternal leave payment called the Eltergeld, and this is capped at €1,800 a month. In addition to that, they have a parent allowance plus, which is valued roughly half of the Eltergeld. So you can imagine there you could be taking home $2,700 from the state during a period of paternal leave. On a monthly basis, the family will also receive a family allowance. So payments each month here of €190 for the first child, 196 for the second, 221 for the third, and any subsequent child. So real support and government support that supports the costs of those children within the family. So these are targeted financial benefits that help the modern day family, and this in turn boosts future active population. Now, Germany is also encouraging migration into its country. It incentivizes both skilled labor and non-skilled labor where there are gaps in the labor market. Of course, Germany was really important, came to the kind of the attention in 2015 when they were really encouraging Syrian asylum seekers and economic migrants to move to Germany. Again, the idea behind this, if you can boost your population with migrants, these in turn have larger families, and once settled, they add value to the active population. They are net contributors through their work and their taxes rather than kind of net takers. So that's Germany's case study. And you can also look further into the site to look at how China is trying to tackle its aging population, reducing its one-child policy, now a two-child policy, and even talk of scrapping that. There's also other examples within the site.